Okay, test, test, test. Hmm. Hello there, Atsa. It has been a while. So long, in fact, that I decided to update a few things, and let's just say my ability to break games is apparently starting to break reality as well. Not quite what I expected, but it is what I'm dealing with, so... Yay. Hope you've been well. It has been a while since we've chatted after all. Yeah, I really shouldn't be surprised at this point, should I? I'm probably one of the few streamers, actually a few content creators in general, who can just say, yeah, Scuff and Bugs, that's my brand right there. If it's not bugged, it's because I haven't touched it yet. That was just me messing around with the currency. Gamajig, I worked on something before and it just remained that way. Yeah, that was nothing special. Don't worry about it. We're actually gonna make something very different that's actually gonna be a, you know, drawing some actual art, as they say. Not just me going, wee. Although, to be fair, a lot of my art is just me going wee and thinking, that looks like something I can make into something interesting. Let's do it. But yeah, for today's art, I kinda want to make a book cover of sorts. So, as everyone enjoys the fantastic background music, I do hope you can hear it. You can hear the background music, right? I'm just going with a confirmation on that, just to make sure I don't have to fix it again. Okay, good. The background music was made by Echo, wonderful friend of mine, and he knocked it out of the park. Like, hear that beat. It's fantastic. But yeah, while that's going on, I'm actually gonna take this over here. And I'm gonna try and see where I have the references for this, because I do have a few references downloaded in advance. Just have to bloody find them. And the one I want is... Okay, this is the one. Kind of. Can't quite see if you guys can see it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, interesting. So, why can't you see it? Ha! I'm using the screen capture for Flame Painter, the app I'm using. This is with screen capture. In the name of Picasso and Pascal is the thing that's on the screen, not appearing in the screen capture. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll just work with it, I guess. Hello there, Echo. Don't worry about it. I think by the time I figure out how my own screen captures work, you have the time to make your tea. Also, speaking of Echo, the wonderful person who made the background music, there he is, right in the chat, which I just noticed you can't quite see right now. I mean, it's kind of okay being an art stream and all, but okay, fine. We'll work with that one as well. Bloody hell. Okay, no, not this. Higher. But yeah, as I said, I want to try and make a book cover for this specific stream. And I do have several references here that are going to be filling my other screen. And I just hope that everything will work out fine. Also, some of you might remember the lore video that I unreleased a while ago. It's basically part of that, and if you do remember, it started out with a book cover. So I'm planning to remake that book cover, but actually have me be the one who draws it, if that makes sense. Alright, so those are the sizes, more or less. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, these three should do. Let's get a basic book shape here going. I'm gonna make the background a PNG, a transparent PNG anyways, and modify it a bit more later on. So it's fine if the canvas is a bit bigger or a bit smaller. Always went with it, don't judge a book by the cover. That is very true. I would agree with that mentality. However, if there is something that can be improved, why not try improving it? Okay, I think that would be fine for the general idea of it. Now as for the base... Let's see here. I think I had a few in the linear that would really fit here. That's the phrase from the time when people couldn't make good covers. Here's the thing. Having a good cover can also be used to mask a bad book. It goes both ways. You can have a very good cover and the story and the writing are absolute garbage. Or you can have a absolutely shite cover, but the writing is excellent. It's brilliant. It gets the brain juices flowing a bit, if you know what I mean. And it can also be just average all around. No one's saying that's not a possibility. In short, just try your best with what you can do. And I think people would notice in the end. How would this work? Bit bigger. Okay. I think I can work with this. Okay. Gonna be saving this one, but I'm gonna be having it... Oh, no, get down. There we go. I'm gonna have that there. I'm probably gonna use it a little bit later. But it's not what I want, however. Maybe a different color would change my view of it. I'm dumb. Yep, I am very dumb. No, no. Now. Maybe if I lowered the opacity a little bit. How does this look? And increase the size, definitely. I think I can work with this. You just can't deal with your brain. Echo, I am scared to ask what that is. I'm kinda glad chat is covered now. How do you... what? How do... What even is that? How did that get in your head? I'm very confused. Oh, Bob. Okay, Bob Ross. Now I see how it got there. However, I didn't say we make... we don't make accidents, only happy little mistakes. I didn't say that. No. This is gonna be full of accidents and mistakes. However, with a lot of patience and possibly a few miracles here and there, we will turn it into something that's presentable. Kind of. Hopefully. Go. A happy little accident is the most recognized phrase of this. It really is. I don't know if you have heard of it, but at some point he even got a skin in Smite with one of the characters, and he literally says that. Like, it's such a recognizable phrase, everyone just knows, yeah, it's that painter. The people recognize the phrase more than his actual name, and I honestly believe that's a little bit sad. And also, kind of very humanish, unfortunately. Okay, not that bad, I would say. Here's a test. How does this look if I just do a bit of sides like this? I keep it one directional or two directional. Looks a bit more... what's the word here? Like the let's make a tree and then another one because everyone needs a friend. That's one not a lot of people know, but I do prefer that one as well. It might not be his most recognizable one, but I do believe it's one of the better ones he has ever said. Although I do believe sometimes Solitude can has its own place in the world, let's put it like that. Sometimes it's necessary, even welcome. And there are also those times where it better wait its turn. Looking at it, I think I like it more when it was a single direction. So let's just take that off. Okay. Now then. Let's try it a bit with this one. For what I want in particular. No, too light. Normal. So it has too much light there and too much dark over there. Yeah, that looks a bit better. That looks like a wooden floor and you can't unsee that now. It's not the intent, but I'm trying a little bit of something here. Just trying a little bit of something. This side right here, where that and this. Let's try it again. Okay, and if I lower the opacity a bit. The idea for the book or for the video that the book is for? For the cover. After I'm done with this, I want to have the corners, I want to have them a little bit more detailed and illustrated of sorts. I want to have a moon in the center. That's just a requisite at this point. Like, I'm not gonna accept not having a moon on the story of the Duskborn. Like, that's just not something that I'm about to allow to happen. There's gonna be a moon right in here. How will I make it and if it will look good? Not quite sure. But we'll get there when we get there. I have messed up again. There we go, that's the layer we need. I have an idea. Trust me on this. It might not be a good idea in the end, but I do have an idea. Okay. Yes, let him cook. Or don't. Again, it's an idea. It might work, it might be absolutely horrible. We still need to see the final results. Yeah, about that, I'm actually not sure where the chat is. Give me a bit. Okay, this. As you can see, it kind of doesn't really work somehow. No. Why is it doing that? Like, it should be visible now, but it's kind of obstructed. I'm so very confused about how it works right now. Like, nothing seems to make sense anymore with the OBS after the update. And I didn't want to update it. Like, I was doing the usual thing of opening multiple programs at the same time, and as I tried to open something else, the update window popped up, and my mouse was right over the update button, and I clicked. And boom. Done. No, the opacity should be the same. Hold on. Wait. I might have actually done that, and did I do that? No, I think you might actually be right. I think I did do the opacity thing. Hold on. Now, what would be great is if I remember. Yeah, no, here's the thing. It shouldn't be transparent at all. I don't know how it did that or why. Like, I'm honestly not sure how or why that works the way it did. And I think it might have actually something to do more with the program that I'm using. Because it's this gray part right here that's making it look weird. Like, the window should be the first one. And you can see at the edges, it looks kind of normal. Like around here. It looks a little bit normal. Outside of it, nope. Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, I still see you guys, because that's not the window that I'm using to see all of you. But, yeah. Maybe a second one here. Okay, let's try and see if this works the way I want it to. Might completely break it, might actually work. And if we try this here. Almost the effect I wanted. Almost. Got that, I did it again. Go. What if I take this? Okay, not that. This. Reduce the opacity, the hardness. Make this bigger. You love how I swing the cursor and the program takes time to apply the changes like some magic. Echo, I don't know what you're talking about. I am in the void. This is obviously me manipulating a faraway computer with magic. Obviously. Okay. Not too much. Go. The effect of it. Okay. Now the down part actually looks a little bit more like terrain in the distance. And again, I'm gonna edit the edges so it looks more like a book. That's not the part that I want to look like a book. The part that I really want to look like something specific, like a environment, so to say, like a scenery, is the middle part that I'm currently working on. That's why I left a little bit of space around the edges, so I can work with it later. Now that that's done, the good old dragon neck, which is one of my favorite brushes in this entire program, the dragon neck. It's so silly, but you can do so much with it if you experiment a little bit. For example, let's take that one back. There we go. Lessen the spikes around this area. Okay. Now we'll go with one level even deeper. There we go. Yep, that was the point that I wanted. I wanted to have the sky as half of the cover, basically. The moon somewhere in the middle. And the terrain down below. Because to some extent that was at least the initial view I had of the book. Hold on, can I put this on string? Give me a second. Hold on. You know what, I'll just use this. Let's see, do I still have the one that I used? Ah, yes, here it is. So, the one that I used was this one in the original video back then. You can kind of see where I got the idea that I wanted the sky. I still want a symbol in the middle, but I think I want to make that with the moon as the center as opposed to the moon being in the front over there. And I wanted to have more terrain around it. That's the basic idea, at least. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to do more with this here? No, definitely not that. Maybe one more layer here and try and connect these two a little bit. Add a few more of these. Maybe even a little bit darker and less opacity. Hold on. Okay, that's too little. No. Then not quite work out the way I wanted it to. As funny as that would... As funny as that would be, I think I'd rather have this... Actually, no, it looks kind of good as an effect, doesn't it? Having it like this. That doesn't look bad. I might keep it. I'm considering it heavily. And I can cut off the part that I was bothered by with the mountains. Okay, yeah, I can get behind this. Okay, good. All right. Now comes the actually hard part. If I can remember how to properly draw a moon. And here's the thing, while at work, I'm actually not sure if I should be saying this. I'm sure the boss isn't watching my stream of all streams. So while at work, while supposedly at work of course, I did find a video that showed how to draw a very, very nice moon. And I kinda forgot to bookmark it, although I did watch it and I kinda remember the steps, but I'm not that confident in myself in doing it the right way. But we shall see what comes of it. For now, I think we should probably save this. Save as. Let's make its own folder, I'd say. There we go. And I'm also gonna be saving it as a PNG. And again, without the background. Oh, PNG, I said. Guys, if I want to separate the parts later on and animate them in different ways, this will actually help a lot if I have them separated like this. Okay. Now then. Time to remove this. Actually, no, I'm doing something dumb. Put it back. What I want to do is invert it. So now, if I was to start drawing here, it won't affect this part. Again, it's for a video, and it is supposed to be a very fantasy-esque book. So it makes sense it's not the most usual of books. The original was also animated, by the way. Should I put the video back out, but just have it unlisted? Because I still have the original video. I kind of wanted to delete it, but at the same time my heart didn't let me. I'll just have it as unlisted for the people in the Discord if they are curious. Because that's something I can definitely do if you all want to see it again. I think Echo saw it at least. I'm not sure if Alza got to see it. Now... about that much. Or too high. There we go. What do you mean talking in spirit? You did see it, but you don't remember the details because your memory is trash. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, I've been messing with the model as well. Mostly because I really want to get it working better. So this was a little bit of a test for that. Clearly it's a failed one. So yeah, that's also something that's going on in the background. Seriously, screw Unity. It's a wonderful program for all it can do. But screw how hard it is to work with it. Like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of a pause here for a bit of story time. Very short, but you know, what can you do? So, I got Zilius to help me out with the model's expressions. I think both of you are familiar with Zilius. Awesome guy, good friend of mine, etc, etc. So, I got him during the weekend and said, okay, I have some time, let's do this. And he said, yeah, it's gonna take just 5 minutes or so, tops, then you can just adjust stuff and yeah. That did not take 5 minutes and it wasn't Zilius's fault. Like, I followed his instructions step by step and I got errors. Then he was like, okay, let me show on my screen and you do the same thing. He did the same thing. They did not cause errors for him before. Then he also got errors. Then I did the same thing and it worked for me. But now it didn't work for him, so he couldn't show me. And we kept starting, restarting, trying it again. We changed none of the files we used. But sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. It was up to the fate gods at that point. And they were playing with us by rolling a D1000. And we did not know what the DC check was. So yeah, it's been a trip. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, I'm confident in that much, but it's not been easy. Okay. So if I flip it. Hold on, I'm gonna do this in reverse a little bit. Okay, that's fine. The classic, it works on my PC, but it's the different PC every time. Yeah. Not to mention the classic, have you tried starting it back up again? All right. I'm gonna check my references a little bit here. Not too much. Opacity lowered. No. The idea is there, but the colors don't fit quite. What if we just go in super detail with this? No. Not quite the effect I wanted. Okay. How would you work even? Oh wait. I think we have a winner here. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Slowly. Okay, it kind of has the visual of pages. With just a little bit of mystique added to them. Okay. Now what should be the cutoff point here? Of course I do have to do a bit more here. Probably snippet them at the thing here a bit. Also, how has the week been treating all of you? Actually, hold on, can I... There we go. You can't get much work done. I'm sorry to hear that, Echo. Yeah, work can be so problematic for no good reason at times. Wait, there we go. Well, quite a boring week, but looks like we'll be deeply cleaning our house this weekend. Oh, yeah, I actually also have to do that. I do it every week, and it's never enough because the house is just, it's not made for two people. Plain and simple. And kind of same here, just no idea as well. Haven't decided what to even do. Yeah, that's a lot of people's issues, myself included often. You know that I didn't make it straight, but it turned out decent enough, I guess. Also, I'm very lucky that I'm not planning to make an actual book of sorts. I need someone to move in or get a live-in housekeeper. Yeah, that's not really a practice around here. So yeah, not really an option. Okay. Now we're gonna move a bit above. No. No. Also, I'm not actually playing a better maid. Yeah, it's not really an option either. I think that's actually an even harder to get option here. Maybe if it's smaller. Not exactly bad, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. That's the issue. What if we darken it? Now hear me out here. You forgot the fallen part of the nobility, Echo. If I had the money to hire a maid, trust me, I would have. And to be fair, I'm not certain a maid is enough for this house. As silly as it sounds. Okay, making it twice kinda ruins it a bit. What if we lower the width in the lines? Okay, I think I'm starting to get somewhere. Increase the lines. You know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I think that's what I should have done here. If I didn't want to bother so much. But oh well. We should do this before that's dark. How's this? That's still too dark. Bigger line count. Okay, that's just not feasible. Okay, this looks kind of nice. I just need to find an appropriate color for it, I guess. Maybe make it lighter. Okay. Okay, that's not bad, I would say. Maybe a bit smaller. A bit smaller still. Now the problem would be getting this at the right angle. Okay. Yep, that works. Let's add another level here, just in case. Well, I say just in case, I just want to see. It kinda accentuates it in a nice way. But do I want to add it there? Because now I have a problem. I like both of these, like how it is over here, and how it is over here. But I physically cannot have both of them at the same time here. Because it doesn't make sense for a book to be like that. You don't see the opposite ends of a book like this. That's just not how books work. Checking out the references a bit more. What I could also do is not care about how a book would look like, because it's a fantasy-ish book, and just go with it anyways, because it's the rule of cool, right? And now that I've said that, I might just do exactly that. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm definitely doing that. Yeah, just a little bit off, I would say. Okay. What do you guys think so far? I'll just remove this for a second. Okay, give me a bit, because there is something that's still bugging me. All of this. Fire. There we go. There we go, this is what I wanted. Now it actually kind of looks a bit like a book, I would say. So far awesome, I'm glad you think that. Now comes the harder part, I would say. But for now, let's save this. There we go. Neato, given that that's for the video and it's gonna be seen for just several seconds. Yeah. And considering that I plan to do several of these for like every few seconds of the video, not book covers, just so we're clear, but several visuals. Because I think I've teased some of them a while back, but in the end I think I'm gonna either rework them into a smaller piece of a bigger component or bigger image, or I'm just gonna redo them from zero in the end. But yeah, all of these will be just a few minute seconds. But yeah, as long as it brings a smile to even one person, I'm happy with the result in the end. Okay, so we have all of this. Okay, let's actually try and focus on the moon. So we're going to need a brand new... Yes, we're going to need a brand new layer here. I should start naming the bloody layers at this point, because so far we have level 7. But it makes no sense, because layer 1... Did I say level? I meant layer. We have layer 1, we have the background, which somehow is under layer 1. Sorry, above layer 1. Then we have layer 8, layer 5, layer 6, layer 4, 3, 2, and 7. There isn't even a 1 in here. Actually, no, the 1 is under the background. Oh god, I'm horrible with naming things and organizing. Okay, moon part 1. I'm gonna actually name the layer and try and keep it simple-ish. So... needs to be somewhat round. Mood, indeed. Give me a sec. And compare it again to the thingamajig. Okay, I think I have an idea. You only bother naming the patterns and sometimes the instruments. Yeah. I totally understand that feeling, that's for sure. Yes, but here's the thing, I'm not sure how much you mess around with the order of the tracks afterwards, never mind renaming them, because I mess around with the layers a lot. Speaking of, actually, I just had an idea for a very good moon reference. Let me see if I can find it on the internet. Here it is for the video, it's gonna be... Wait, no, that's huh? Twitch. Please keep up with the chat. Sheesh. Actually, wait, is YouTube keeping up with the chat even? I'm not certain. YouTube, how are you doing? Healthy, working? Oh, it would seem so. Okay. So, back to the issue of the moon. So one idea that I did just now have is going to Mr. Google and looking for the Warframe moon, also known as Lua, because it's bloody amazing. And just to show everyone exactly how amazing the damn thing is. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Okay, fine, we can go in there, I guess. Where did I put it now? Even though the tri-hack plays out at the same time, their positioning isn't important. Fair enough. Unfortunately for me, the positioning is kind of important in the drawing. Let's go with you. Yeah, so this right here, this is Warframe's moon in game. See this? It looks amazing. I'm gonna try and borrow a few elements and ideas from it, but not too many. Oh. It looks broken. That's because it is. Good observation. Okay, that's too many changes back. Another one. For this one, you should actually go under part 1. Didn't quite think of that. Okay. Lower opacity. Lower still. There we go. Moving this for a second. How does that look? I think it needs a few more craters, a few more details, but it feels like we're in the right direction, I would say. They put the circle back on. How would this work? Outside's the moon, it's supposed to be bright. What doesn't fit yet? Echo. Oh, I'm adding all the clouds. This is literally just the moon itself. Like, I do have something a bit more to add. Not just gonna leave it like that. This one's a bit too much in the center. I don't like that. Hold on. There we go. And here still. Oh, that. I need some lighting shadow manipulation. That's not a bad idea, actually. There we go. Add a few more craters, a few more dots. Okay, no. Still no. We're gonna be here for a while. Actually, wait, what the heck am I doing? I'm being so dumb. Never mind, I'm not being dumb. I just literally can't make this big enough. I want to make this big so I can kind of eclipse the moon and just yoink. Just have that. Actually. Okay. I still feel like it should be a bit more inside. Hold on. Wait. God damn it, Echo. I just realized I was on the wrong circle. There we go. That planet. You mean the planet that was a planet but then wasn't a planet anymore, but now it's a planet again and now nobody knows what the heck it is? Yeah, that one. Or Pluto. I still think it's better the other way around. Hold on. I messed up. You're referring to Spaceballs because the moon eclipse from below looked like a helmet the character as there were. I see. Oh, that planet. I see now what you mean, Atsa. I don't see a problem with Uranus. Yes, I am using the Latin name Sumi. You're not getting your jokes that easy. Hmm. No. I think I know the issue. The issue is I'm trying to be way too symmetric with it. That's why it just doesn't feel right. How shadows on the moon work? I know how they work. I'm not trying to do that. It's more of a symbolism thing right now than how it actually works thing. Okay, that doesn't look half bad actually. There we go. Integrating it a little bit there. That right now actually looks decent. I am glad to hear that. Sincerely, very glad. Like you have no idea. Kind of. Oh, hello there, Vilov. Glad you think so. A little big. I can kind of blur it a little bit like this, I guess. Just a little bit. Squeeze the transition into it all. Thank you for the idea, Echo, because it actually looks great like this. There we go. Yeah, it actually looks much better. Thank you, Echo. Much appreciated for the idea. Okay. Now then, let's add a few clouds. I remember. There we go. You're just chilling out, forgetting all the BS that's going on. Yeah, again, Echo here did a fantastic job with the BGM. I'm gonna say it until he believes it himself. It's that good. Like, I have the BGM in my headphones at work. Sorry, might be good. There's a gradual increase in shadow. Yeah. There we go. Now on a completely different layer, because we want this to go above all the others. But you did fine with mine? Sure, go right ahead. Okay, that looks nice, I would say. The craters are still just barely visible, like they should be. It gives the impression that it's kind of integrated in the space. With both the sand and the currents of stars all around. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this, not gonna lie. Because I was expecting to do like 5 gazillion attempts at this. This turned out fantastic. Also, re-download the plugin you were talking about back then, so you can now get to upgrade Tommy's. As soon as you deal with the problematic the problem... I'm gonna make an assumption here. Is it who I think it is, the problematic child? Because I remember that certain someone said they are also waiting for a BGM from you. Is that who I think? I'm sorry, just the image of you referring to that person as the problematic child is... Thank you, I needed that image. It's interesting. Oh, you aren't talking about the person, but the track that just refuses to get fleshed out. Ah, fair enough. My apologies. Still, thank you for putting that image inside my brain. Gee, wait, that can't be. Again, it's not about the person, it's about the track that just refuses to work. But yeah, looking at this, I think this can work. I'm probably gonna have to split this into the layers into several parts when I animate them, so it looks well without damaging all the rest. Especially if I want to animate some parts of them separately from the others, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge, not gonna lie. But yeah, overall, I really like this particular image so far. Like, it has the appearance of a book, but ever so slightly wrong. Which is kind of in theme with what it's supposed to be. It has the imagery, it has the shadow, which are both very nice. And also the desolation, the feeling of emptiness that's right from this area. Yeah, I think I'm fine with leaving it as it is for now. Hold on, let me say before I do something dumb. You know, I'm gonna make a different one. Saving it as a PNG as well. Just gonna add a background one as well while I at it. All right. Okay then. That took less than 2 hours. Okay, I'm surprised in myself. Like, in terms of art, I haven't done almost anything. There has been one other piece that I've been working on, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna show it or use it or whatever. It's a bit more of an experimental piece rather than anything else, but yeah, I'm actually surprised we got it done in under 2 hours. Huh. Maybe I am good at this. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, this actually looks nice. I'm happy with this. Just one issue, I didn't really plan to do something else in the meantime. I'm a little bit lost on what to do now. And there's also the option of just starting a different thing altogether. Problem is, I don't have a plan for what to do now. Any suggestions for what you want me to draw right now? Or we could also end it early. That also sounds fine to me. I'm just messing with you. I already did SpongeBob as Kratos outside, you know that. You're just about to ask what is that abomination. That abomination was me just making random lines, Echo, and it just turned out like that. You can't expect... Again, this is the reason why I don't really feel comfortable calling myself an artist. 1 second, it's something like that book cover that all of you just saw. The other second, it's something absolutely silly and nonsensical like that. Maybe a new void creature. So fun fact, remember when I said the dragon neck is my favorite brush of them all? I'm about to show you why. Most of the void creatures, the serpents especially, I draw them using the dragon neck, and it's almost entirely a single stroke of the mouse. And yes, I'm still on the mouse. I haven't gotten used to using the drawing tablet. I need to exercise more with it. I just haven't had the time. So currently the mouse just feels more familiar, I guess. But yeah, check this out. We're gonna lower the opacity here. Make the size a bit bigger. Okay, that was too fast. Slightly lower opacity. After that, just a little wee bit of fire with the appropriate color. And preferably on a new layer. See? Easy. As I said, my favorite brush, the dragon neck. Now the animation of these guys, like I did for Umbra's trailer, that's a little bit harder because, as you can see here, there are waves going in all bloody directions. So when I animate that, I kind of have to find a certain pattern to them and somehow isolate them. So, for example, I'll try to isolate so that only this part goes up, but this one will go down, this one up, this one will just flow like that. Animating this, that's the hard part. But yeah, making a brand new one is kind of easy, just because the dragon neck brush. And hell, if you are familiar with give me a second here. Where did I put it? This? No, that's not it. No? Okay, this, so... Wait, wrong thing. It's here. Also no. Why is everything broken? That. Okay, much better. So if you are familiar with my just chatting screen, let's go back to the drawing. You'll notice that over here, you actually kind of can't quite see it because of the chat box, unfortunately. But over here, I have selected the image that I actually use for the just chatting background. And by using that, along with the dragon neck, and having that as the textures, it becomes something a little weird. And setting it to light, and that's the important bit. It becomes this cool effect that's made of twisted lights and whatnot. And I really, really appreciate this one. Also, ironically, I think this variant of the worms are the ones that I've also used in the BRB troubleshooting stuff. I think that's actually the only place this particular type of worm appears. So these are basically the engineer worms that fix the stream. First time they appear. Say hi, everyone. And please don't feed the worm while it's repairing the stream. Just gonna grab a bit of a drink. Sorry about that. Hit the mic a little bit. I kind of like this one. Like I can kind of see the eyes here or jaw here. This one turned out kind of good actually. Probably gonna use them a bit. Something else. But yeah, that's the basic idea for how I draw the void worms, the serpents. Actually, since we are on the subject, let's just add the Oderi and the Tommy worm here. For shits and giggles. That actually looks a little bit terrifying. Why is the mouth so big on this one in particular? Okay. Do I have Tommy in here? I should have Tommy somewhere. Oh, that's Levi. Tommy, where are you? I'll just not have Tommy in here. Oh, no, there he is. What do you mean? Nope, I found him. He's right there. Hiding in the corner. Comes a little bit wide though, because of the background. I'm sure I have a better PNG of his. I should ask for one at some point. I'll just make Umbra. Not quite. If it looks terrifying, then it's on point. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. It also looks kind of fancy with the lights. With the yellow. Looks like it has jewelry. That actually fits way too well. What the heck? It feels like it has a body made of dimensions and some weird metal glass glowy bits as jewelry on top of it. Why is this so accurate? God damn. Brazil is just not there. Wait. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I'm not touching the Oderi worm. It's perfect. It is perfection incarnate. And it's also bloody terrifying. How the heck is that one the most terrifying of them all? Okay, maybe second terrifying. This one's... If you see the jaw as I see it in the eyes, this one's actually pretty terrifying himself. But how is this tiny little thing more terrifying than this giant one? God damn. Let's have a Levy as well, I guess. Oh, this one's kind of cute. I could do an encyclopedia of void creatures. I'm doubtful I could, simply because the thing with void creatures, there's not really a lot to say about them other than the fact that they take a lot of attributes from the thing that they had for dinner and then twist them in various ways. Or not, depending on what they ate. It's kind of complicated subject, and they vary greatly. For example, I could totally believe that a void serpent would rise if it had Oderi's ship form for dinner, because that thing is ginormous and houses entire planets. So it would make sense that her ship form would in fact create an entire void worm if it fell in the void. Zerg. Wait, what do you mean by Zerg? Why is the question mark there? Or is that the suggestion for the next drawing? I'm a bit confused, Echo. Well, yes and no. Here's the thing with the void, and I'm kind of both happy, jealous, and frustrated that a certain game that I really like explain the void in the same way I do, because it's a kind of a novelty, that definition of the void. But here's the thing. The void is the void because something was taken away from it. The thing that was taken away was the existence as we know it. However, that's the existence as we know it in the beginning. Now here's the problem. Since nothing filled the void, it just kept getting bigger. And existence itself kept changing. So as a result, no matter how much you stuff the void with things that exist, not only will it not fit right in it because it has changed over time, so it's different than what it's actually seeking, but it will also try and twist it into fitting where it should. But it doesn't, because it shouldn't fit there in the first place. So that's kind of the thing. The void isn't so much as a place as the absence of something that was originally there, that grew into a place on its own. And all of the things that do spawn from it are the results of those things that don't quite fit in, trying to find the things that should fit. Hence why the void creatures are always trying to devour everything. And they are never stopping. Because they literally can't devour the thing that they want to devour, because that no longer exists. And that change in itself presents a different problem, because that also changes the void even further. So you could say that it's like the Zerg, but it would be more accurate to say that it's like the Zerg on crack, and they're not even really realizing what they're doing. The Zerg have a purpose to their evolution, which they fulfill by devouring. The Void doesn't fulfill that purpose by devouring. It literally can't, and it keeps trying. Not because it thinks it can, but because there isn't any other option left. It's more of a force of nature, like a hurricane. You don't negotiate with a hurricane, and the hurricane itself doesn't question why it is a hurricane and why things fly around it. It just is, and keeps going. That's basically the Void. Except unlike a hurricane, this is not ending, this is getting worse. So yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about the Void. It's terrifying. The collapse of the Void, I think, or will it's... or it will still there? What? Or will it still be there? I'm assuming you want to type. It's still gonna be there. You literally cannot collapse it. The only thing you would do, and here's the worst part about dealing with the Void. If you rip a part out of it, you would normally, when that happens with physical things and how humans understand it, you take someone's power away. Now you have the power and that person doesn't. So that person is weaker. Good. Fantastic. Mission accomplished. You do that with the Void, and you would have two Voids to deal with now. One that has been ripped off from the other one, and one that you ripped away from what was there before. Both of them are gonna try and eat you. And worse yet, both of them are about the same level of power as the one that was originally there. You just multiplied your problem. So yeah, the collapse of the Void isn't exactly something that you can handle. If anything, it's something to be avoided at all costs. Is there a way to reinforce the border to isolate material plane from the Void? Is there a need to do so, to do it at all? That is a very interesting question, one that a friend of mine asked as I was writing the books. And the simple answer is there a need to do it at all? Technically, no. But also kind of yes. And it's the simple fact of, for a world to fall into the Void, you need to really destroy it. And I mean absolutely tear at it. Because the Void isn't, it's not exactly tiny. Like, the smallest piece of the Void is not minuscule. It's not something that you can just put in a jar, for example. No. It's big. The smallest fraction of it is big. And that's kind of bad news. Because if something, even the smallest piece, gets in, it's probably gonna take the entire area with it for dinner. And I don't mean the one where they both sit down on a pizza and sit down on a pizza for a pizza and have a nice lunch. No, no, no. Yes, just bonk everyone who messes with it. Easy enough. Pretty much. Now, the reason I said why it's not really necessary is because it doesn't usually happen. Because the void occupies, again, a weird section of the world. Namely, outside of it. Because again, remember, what was taken from the void and is now creation as we know it, that's outside and separate from the void. It's just not there. Or a different way to look at it. Imagine you had a lot of capsules and you throw them into a bathtub filled with water. All of the water is the void. However, the capsules are the world. The void doesn't really get in the capsules. Unless someone's opened the capsule while it's in the void. Which is kind of bad. I said someone's gonna need to try and get energy from it. I would be surprised if someone managed to do that. Because again, the void, it likes to eat stuff. And twist it. It doesn't like giving away stuff. Although I suppose you could make an argument for the fact that if you were to, rather than from the void itself, the energy created from a fissure into the void, and from reality trying to patch the hole, so to say, you could make an argument for harvesting that. But that sounds like a horrible idea. Yeah, sure, let's poke a hole into this one thing that protects us from absolute and guaranteed end of reality. I'm sure nothing bad can happen. That's a horrible idea. There's also the fact that you would require absurd amounts of force to do that. Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of I'm gonna give a few anime and game examples, specifically a game example. So I'm gonna assume that at least Echo is somewhat familiar with the Devil May Cry series. Like scratching the wound they just healed. Oh, with possible catastrophic consequences. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna assume you know Devil May Cry, specifically Virgil and his sword, the Yamato. It's described as being able to cut anything, but what it's actually doing isn't cutting dimensions in the game when he uses it to move around and whatnot. It's not cutting dimensions, it's just cutting the distance from point A to point B. It's not actually cutting the space. There's a very slight difference. The visuals are very misleading. Let me put it like that. Because if it were to actually cut dimensions, the void would come spilling out and he wouldn't have the time to teleport or anything else. He would just be instant death. Another alternative on how that particular weapon might work, rather than just shortening point A from point B, it cuts the world, but it also immediately patches it up with the destination, which technically should also work without letting the void in. Those are the two ways it would work, but I'm still assuming that it's far closer to solution A than solution B. Because solution B just has so many things that can go wrong with it, even with leaving the void outside of the equation. It also makes sense on why he's not using it always to just teleport around 24/7. So you have to assume there are rules about it, because otherwise why the heck is he not abusing it? Because he has it every time Virgil is out there in the games and the anime and whatnot. He always has the sword, but he chooses to walk often, quite a lot in fact. The reason for that is because he can just teleport wherever he wants with the damn thing. And trust me, as an immortal who has power, one of the first things you are interested in when you have a new toy is seeing how far you can abuse it. It's guaranteed to happen. The second an immortal gets a new toy, they're like, what can I do with you? And then we just experiment all over the place. Ooh, I just had an idea. Could be an art. Over. I want to see what Void War might make with the book. I think we can end the stream after that. A little bit ominous, but not quite. Interesting. I'm not sure where all of the black came from, though. That's odd. Let me just try this again. Ooh, those looks like fangs right here. Kinda like this one. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna just save this, just cause why not? Thank you everyone for joining me on this tiny little stream. Yeah, it kind of is broken a little bit into pieces, isn't it? Then again, the head is right here. It's this thing here. It doesn't have a face, just the open mouth, the way I see it. It's interesting, the open mouth is blue like the top of the book, and the bottom is brown like the book. The masterpiece. Echo, please. No, Atsa. God damn it, Hold on, I need to put my chat back where it was. There we go, that's the bigger chat. I was reading off the stream chat and it was so hard. Thank you, Atsa, for the kind words. Thank you, Echo, for being here and keeping company. I will not be streaming tomorrow. However, I will be joining Captain Dandyfloss on her birthday anniversary stream. And it's probably gonna be a bit chaotic, because Among Us is on the list. Let me iterate that. I'm gonna be playing Among Us with a lot of people. I'm gonna try to be on my best behavior. But if playing that castle game with Kreia and the others the other day showed me anything, is that I'm still a mastermind criminal in games. Just in games. Everything else, I'm fine. I'm not the most kind person or anything, I'm fine. But when I play games where I can mess with people, I'm gonna give them a reason to visit the therapist. So yeah. I'm gonna try not to do that. It's Dandy's birthday and all. And I am friends with several of the people there. I really don't want to traumatize them. So I'm gonna be on my best behavior, is what I'm trying to say. But if something happens and people do need treatment, sorry in advance. On the bright side, we're also playing everything else after. All of the other games. So, yay. I'm not gonna traumatize people with those. Okay, all jokes aside, thank you all for being here. Dandy kills Zenny in crab games. That's true, that did happen. But how many Among Us players have you seen that have traumatized the murderer so much the murderer was scared to kill them in just a single game? How many people who have played on the innocent side have traumatized the murderer so much the murderer avoided them? Yeah, I thought so. I almost wish I started VTubing sooner, because in that case I might have recorded that one as the VTuber me, not the past mortal me. And then I could have actually shown you guys the clip of when that happened. Oh well, you'll just have to take my word for it. I'm scary when I play Among Us. It doesn't matter if I'm the killer or the innocent, I am terrifying. Okay, I have delayed enough. Thank you all for being here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend, soon to be weekend. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow over on Dandy stream. Good night, everyone. And maybe in the weekends as well, though that's to be determined, I would say. And I have to remake my schedule a lot this week. Just so you know, I had like 3 different schedules. All of them thrown out the window because of various factors outside of my control. Including the one that I wanted to post today. Oh well, that's life. Good night, everyone.